Hi guys, if you haven't checked in already, we are live. So I would like you, if you can, is to enter comments, just for those guys who haven't not checked in yet. So if you're watching the video, please comment so that way I know you're kind of checked into the class. We will start officially at 6 p.m. But right now I'm just checking in a little bit earlier so you guys can see the space, see my partner here, and just Miss Kristen. And that way you guys can kind of check in and see how everybody's doing. So if you go ahead and go ahead and comment so that way I know that you're here, that would be great. Awesome. So we were going to start in just a couple of minutes. Today we're going to focus in on mount. Hopefully all the kids are here. So if you're here with your parent, if you go ahead and check in with the comment section and just, oh, I don't think I can comment because it's a kid's video. Never mind. So in that case, I see comments because I said it was for kids only. So I apologize for those guys who are trying to check in and do comments and you can't right now. I just realized that I made the video for kids. So I apologize. This won't happen next time because if it's a kid's video, you cannot leave comments so people cannot check in and ask questions. So I apologize. But I'm very excited for all you guys that are going to join me for my first kids Jiu-Jitsu live class. I'm in my basement right now, in my home mat area. These are not good Jiu-Jitsu mats, but they're mats, and this is my partner here. Made famous by Bear Drills is what I'm calling him. It's who I drill my moves on. So we will get started in just a couple of minutes. I just want everybody to kind of check in, get stretched out, make sure if you have a gi, you can put it on. You don't have to. I'm going to wear a gi. And then we're going to go ahead and get started in just a little bit. So I apologize for those guys who wanted to make comments and kind of check in with Miss Kristen. I promise next time I'll enable comments so people can make them. So I apologize for that. Because I made it for a kids-only video, I try to keep everyone safe by no comments, so I apologize for that. But before we get started, just to let everybody know, just make sure if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, that you subscribe, because that gives you the ability to get updated on when my YouTube live classes are going to happen. I'm going to do 5 a week. And then I'm also available for Zoom private one-on-one training. You can email me or message me directly, or you can leave a comment in the comment section if you'd like to do some private one-on-one training with me on Zoom. I also, if you want to support the channel, you can become a patron on Patreon. They have different pledges for $1, $5, and $10 a month. You get special perks for the higher you sign up for, and you get detailed notes for all the Facebook or for all the YouTube lives. So every time we do a YouTube live class, I give detailed notes on the Patreon page. So if you want to become a patron and support the channel, you're more than welcome to do that as well. And then the last thing is that I also have Solo Drills Foundations for sale on Vimeo. So that is like a very professionally done series of solo drills that you do not need a partner at all. This is great for kids. It's great for adults, for parents. If you want to make sure your kids are working out at home, this is great. So these are all the different things that are accessible right now, because this is, I know, is a very tough time for everybody, because jiu-jitsu is, it's very on top of each other kind of thing. So it's kind of the opposite of social distancing. So for my kids, you're at home, you're with your parents, you're with your siblings. I want to give you guys the ability to go ahead and train on your own, even if, you're not going to jiu-jitsu class. And everything that we're going to do today does not require a lot of space. As you can see, I don't have a ton of mat here, but it's enough to kind of get a good class in today. So a couple of parameters. The first rule in Miss Kristen's class, no matter what, is even if you're at home, is still respect. I will get messages from parents if you're not being respectful. Now, being respectful is treating others the way you would like to be treated, whether that's your parents, whether that's your sibling, whether it's your dog, it doesn't matter. It's very important. That's what we're trying to really learn right now during this during social distancing and staying at home, is being respectful of others to make sure that other people do not get sick. So that's very important. Second one is discipline. And a lot of this is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. A lot of this is self-discipline. So even though you're not going to jiu-jitsu class right now, it's very important that you're still training at home, and you need to have self-discipline. So even though I'm not watching you right now, it's good to make sure that you're still doing everything right, slow, and correct. Okay? So those are the 2 things. The other things I want you to be thinking about is your listening stances. So your listening stances can be listening stance number 2, which is I'm in right now, where I'm sitting cross-legged, my hands are up, I'm not lounging. Okay, I'm being attentive. So even though it's on a video, okay, I'm sure I'll find out from parents whether who's in listening stances and who's not. We also have our listening stance number 3, which is our shield. And then we have our listening stance number 1, which is at attention. Any of those are fine. I'm going to be mostly on my knees today because we're going to be focusing on mount today. So this is the way the class structure is going to work from here on out until we're back in the gym and on the mats. So the way it's going to do is we're going to start with a warm-up, which will be some movement and a stretch, kind of break a little bit of a sweat. Then we'll do a solo drill, a drill without your parent or without your sibling. You're going to do by yourself, okay? Then we're going to do a partner drill, something that you could practice at home with your parents, or if you have siblings, both of you practice jiu-jitsu, you can practice at home with your sibling if you guys are respectful. Now, the last thing we're going to do is a technique or the move of the day, okay? So the move of the day today is going to be mount related, okay? Then I'll show you a fun game that you can play with your parents, okay, on your own. So that way you're sticking with the jiu-jitsu. So you guys ready to get ready? If you guys are ready, slam that thumbs up button. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Who's excited? I am. Okay, so Miss Kristen, okay, black belt under Peter Sauer and famous throat puncher. We're going to go ahead and get started with some crawling. So we're going to do some hand-knee crawling or hand-foot crawling if you want to challenge yourself. So we're going to get our hands on your knees. Okay, we're going to back up a little bit. Now what we're looking for our crawling, we're going forward and backwards. We're going opposite, 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 opposite. So what we're going to do is I'm going to say forward, and then we're going to go backwards. So to see I don't have a ton of mat space, so we're going to do this together. So if you want to challenge yourself, you're going to get your knees 2 inches off the ground. What I don't want to see is no butts in the air. So you're nice and low. Ready? Opposite, opposite. We're going to go nice and slow. Good. About 4 or 5 steps. Now we're going to go backwards. Okay, so opposite, opposite. Okay, opposite. Okay, opposite. Good. Now we're going to go forward again. So if this is too hard, you can always do it on your hands and knees to start. And then we're going to go backwards. Now those of you who are nice and big and strong, we're going to challenge ourselves. We're going to go get our knees a little bit off the ground. And then backwards. Good. Now the next one is we're going to go sideways. So to keep going sideways is my hands are together, but my knees are apart. So now my knees are together, my hands are apart. So together, apart, together, apart, together, apart. Now to start, if you haven't done jiu-jitsu in a while, maybe you want to just stand on your knees. If you want to challenge yourself, we're going to go ahead and get our knees a little bit off the ground. Apart, together, apart, together. Okay? So apart, together, apart, together, apart, together. So we have forward, we have backwards, and then we have side to side. So now, at home, what I'd like you to do is we're going to build a box because you don't need a lot of space. So what that means is we're going to go forward 3 steps, sideways 3 steps, and then we're going to go backwards 3 steps. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to go sideways 3 steps. You ready? So we're going to go forward 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go sideways 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we're going to go backwards 3 steps. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go sideways 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now try it on your own. Let's go. So forward. Sideways. Now we're going to go backwards. Now sideways. And time. So that is your crawling, your hand-knee crawling. Okay, sometimes we call it our bear crawls. But the big thing is we want to make sure that there are no butts in the air. We're getting our knees 2 inches off the ground, but if you're not strong enough yet, it's okay to stay on your knees. Okay, guys, we're still going to get some stretching in. So we're going to push up our hips up high. Now we're going to dive bomber down. Seal stretch. Good seal stretch. Making sure we're going to be nice and strong here. Straight arms, no noodle arms. Now we're going to take our knee, slide it up. We're going to look over our back shoulder. And switch. Over our other shoulder. And switch. Now we're gonna push back. Get our cat stretch. So see, I'm on for my cat stretch. I want to be on my knees. My arms are nice straight. Remember, a nice wide base. Okay, good. Don't belly flop the ground though. No belly flops. Now we're gonna reach over. We're gonna walk our hands to one side and stretch. Now walk our hands to the other side and stretch. Good job. Everyone, get your listening stance number 3. Awesome. Now let's take a big step. Big step, big step. Awesome. So what I want everyone to do is we're gonna get in our deep squat. Use your elbows to push your knees out. Good, good, good. Awesome. Now we're gonna bring our hips high and we're just gonna try to touch our toes. And get back in our squat again. Now, we're gonna stand up. We're gonna do when we say down, we're gonna get our deep squat and make our elbows touch our knees. Ready? Down, 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 down. Good job, guys. Listening stance number 3, or listening stance number 2, sorry. It's been a while. So we should be pretty warm already, right? Got a little bit of sweat going, feel good. So today we're gonna start our solo drills. So today, it's all about mount. And more specifically, it's all about the UPA, which is my favorite escape. So we're gonna do 3 movements, and these are things that are gonna be your homework for next week, okay? So our first one is gonna be our hip bridge. So I want everyone to lay down, feet close to you. Remember, we're gonna keep our friends close and our elbows closer. So hands here, no belly flop, no mad angels. Tight. So what we're gonna do is use our feet, not our back. Push yourself as high as you can. We're gonna try to make your belt touch the ceiling. And then back down. So we're gonna do this 10 times. And then we're gonna move into the UPA. So we're gonna bridge up as high as you can, hip bridge, and back down. High as you can, back down. Keep your head on the mat. Okay, making sure we're not doing this. Head on the mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Let's teeter-totter up, guys. Good. Listening stance number 2. Level 10 focus. Awesome. So the next thing we're going to be moving into now is our UPA. Now our UPA is a little different than the hip bridge. Very similar. The difference is we're going to move our head to the side. See all this extra space here? So that's the direction I want to bridge. So I move my head off of this little center line in my body, and that's the direction I'm going to bridge. So if I was laying down, I'm going to move my head. I'm going to bridge up. Like I'm also going to make my neck touch the mat and touch the mat behind me. This is my UPA. Okay? If I'm on the other side, I'm moving my head. There's my UPA. So I'm going to turn this way so we can see what I'm doing with my head. So I move my head off of the center line, and then I bridge almost like I'm going to make my neck touch the mat. Okay, we're going to do this 20 times. So that's 10 times each side. Okay, if you need your parent to help you, that's fine. Just make sure you can see Miss Kristen. We're going to do this together. So elbows in. My feet are really close to me. They're not far away. Ready? We're going to go ahead and count. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Good job. Let's teeter-totter up. Listening stance number 2, level 10 focus. Awesome. So everyone's doing great, I'm sure. So now we're going to work on is we're going to UPA all the way to the top. Because what we don't want to do in real life is do this. Do UPA. And then this belly flop. That does not help you get back on top. Okay? Because in self-defense, you want to be the guy that's on top. Okay? So it's very important. So what we're going to work on is UPAing all the way to the top. So what that means is my legs do all the work, not my arms. So the moment my feet come off the ground, I'm not looping anymore. So we're gonna move our head, big bridge. Now I push with this leg. Now I'm in what we call my tripod. So I'm just on my shoulder, then I go to my knees. Okay, other side. I move my head, do my big upa. Now I push with the second leg, go to my tripod. See how my legs are really, really wide, nice strong base. Go to my knees. Now I'm in posture in the bad guy's guard. That's what I'm looking for. Those guys who want to challenge yourself, you can put your shoulder down and unwind it. Okay? If you're more beginner or you're younger, you could just do it with Miss Kristen. We're just going to do 10, switching sides each time. So it's 5 each side. Okay? So elbows in there. We're going to keep our friends closer, our elbows closer. Moving our head off center line. Big bridge up. Tripod. Go to my knees. Now lay down to the other side. Move my head off center line. Big bridge. Tripod. Go to my knees. Other side. Okay. Move my head. Big upa. Tripod. Go to my knees. Lay back down. Move my head. Upa. Tripod. Go to my knees. Move my head. Upa. Tripod. Go to my knees. Now try to make it all one motion now. Gonna move our head. Upa. Tripod. Knees. All one motion. My knees never touch the ground until the very end. Last one side. And time. Okay, that's your upa all the way to the top. So, ready? 1, 2, level to boots. Excellent, guys. Everyone's doing awesome over here. I'm sure of it. So give me a thumbs up, okay, if you keep doing an awesome job for this Kristen. So, now that we've done our warm-up and our solo drills, now we're gonna do our partner drills. So if you need water, this is the time. Or if you need a parent, or I will introduce you to my partner. This is Bear Drills. It's like Bear Grylls, except more literal. So this is my bear that I do my drills on. I even made him a purple belt because he's such a good partner. So it's very important that you find a good partner. Now, a good partner is not going to resist because we're in learning mode right now. So that means no power, no speed, no cardio, we're going slow, no resistance from your partner, step by step, near perfect form. That's what we're in right now. So he's going to be my partner. Bear Drills over here is going to be my partner. And we're going to get in the mount position. So this is not a good mount. I don't know what this is. This is not a good mount. Okay, so what we're looking for is everyone remembers that cat stretch position. We're going to go ahead and mount, put our knees on the ground. We're going to use our hands, and we use our hands to push our hips back. This stops the bad guy from getting back up. If I sit like this, he's just going to get up and throw me over. And I don't want that to happen. So what I want you to do is base, nice wide airplane base. We use our hands to push our hips back. We're having like nice ballerina feet. We're hiding our toes. This is what we're looking for, okay? So what I want you to do with your partner or your parent is the partner or your parents are just going to kind of bridge a little bit, maybe try to get up, making sure you're keeping that nice wide airplane base. This is what we're looking for, okay? Nice and wide, everything's looking good. You don't want to be like this because then the person gets out, staying nice and tight, like hiding our toes, all that good stuff. Now, that's the first thing the bad guy's going to try to do. He's going to bridge you off, especially if they're big and strong like Bear Drills over here. So he's going to try to knock me off. So when they knock me off, I'm going to stretch out even further, and I'm going to hook the bad guy's head. So what I want to be is like a wet blanket, like a wet towel. I'm just going to hang on the guy. Or if you're Master Sour, you're going to be a blanket covering a wet fish. Okay, so we have a nice wide airplane base. He bridges to one side, I hook his head. Now his head is really big, so it's easy to hook. So maybe your parent's head is slightly smaller, it might be harder. So we're gonna hook the head and we're gonna base. They bridge the other way. I'm gonna hook the head and then base. Hook the head, base, hook the head, base. Hook the head, base, hook the head, base. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that 10 times. So 5 times each side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Now remember, we're always coming back to good base. If you're doing this at all, you're definitely going to lose the position. So I don't care how tough that guy is, but you don't want to be here. You want to hold the position, have a nice wide base. So, thank you, Bear Drills. Everyone say thank you to Bear Drills. Okay, he did awesome. Such a good partner. Making me look good. So, let's get in that listening stance number 2 and get that level 10 focus. So, we've done our warm-ups, our solo drills. Now we've done our partner drills. So, what's next? Move of the day. So, the move of the day is the mounted punch block defense. So, let's just say, theoretically, you get pushed on the ground, the bully gets on top of you, he starts trying to hit you or take your lunch money or mess up your hair, which mine is fantastic, so we don't want that to happen. So, what's the first thing we have to do? Protect our face. So that's why we want to practice this level 10 focus position. Okay, because my hands are down here kind of hanging out, lounging. I'm not protecting my face. Then you get hit in the face. No one likes that. So what we're going to do first with our partner, or your parent, is you're going to get in a level 10 focus position, mounted. So when the bad guy tries to touch your head or mess up your hair or whatever, they're going to reach forward. So if you're my bad guys, what I want you to do is you're going to reach. You're not going to do this. No, that's not how bullies attack people. Bullies attack people by like trying to touch them. So we're going to reach a little bit. So when you see the bad guy start to reach like this, that's when you want to hip bridge. So we're in our level 10 focus position. The person goes to reach for our head. We hip bridge. Once we hip bridge, we're going to give them a hug. And that's it. So we have Bear Drills here. Oh no, he got me. Because he's so big and strong. Okay, he's sitting up here. He's sitting up there. Can't do it. So he goes to reach for my head. I hip bridge. Gotta give him a hug. Does everyone see that? Okay, and then see how my head is tight? I don't want to have my head on the ground. I want to have my head tight. I want to hide my head. Making sure I hang on the person like a vicious sloth. I'm just going to hang here. Okay? Making sure they have a hard time pulling themselves off the ground. If I'm just lazy like this, they're just going to pull themselves back up. So what I want is when they fall, I want to get tight and I want to hang, bringing my hips up. Okay? Nice and high. Keep your head tight, head tight, head tight. Tight, tight, tight. So this is tight, this is tight. Tight, tight, tight. Awesome. So one more time. They go to hit me. Hands up, we're level 10 focus position. He goes to punch. Oh no! Hug. Okay? Hug, hug, hug. Tight, tight, tight. Don't let him go. Don't let him go. Good job. So, level 10 focus. Awesome job, guys. Hit that thumbs up if we're doing it ready to go for the next one. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is now we blocked the punch. Great. We're still on the bottom. So how do I get out? Magic. No, I'm just kidding. Jiu-Jitsu, which is way better. So what we're looking to do is that we're going to do the upa. Now, I want you to think at home, there are 4 legs to a table, like your kitchen table or a desk or whatever. You cut off 2 legs of the table, what happens to the table? Falls over. So that's what we're going to do with the bad guy. So we're going to bite the arm, we're going to bite the leg, and then we're going to upa to the top, just like we did in the solo drill. Okay? So let's just say the bear's already on here. I've already gave him a hug. So you see his leg is here and his arm is here. So I'm going to reach up and I bite the arm with my elbow. See the elbow? I'm not with my hand. I don't hook underneath here. I want to bite with the elbow, the strong part of my arm. Bite, hop. Now I'm going to bite the leg. Now he's got a pretty big leg, so it's easy to find. So I bite, hop. So now this side is cut off. So which side do I want to upa to? The one that's cut. So I look in that direction. I'm going to do a big bridge. All upa all the way to the top. Now I'm inside the bad guy's guard. But at least I'm in the top position now and not the bottom position, which is very important. Okay? What I don't want to be is on the bottom with a bad guy hitting me, right? Okay. One more time. We're going to do it step by step together. This part we're going to do nice and slow. So ready? The person's already on the ground. They're basing. They have their arms and their legs on the ground. So what I want to do first is I want to bite the arm. So reach up and then bite. Hop. Now I'm gonna bite the leg. So see, I'm trapping and trapping. Now you can hug the person on this side if you want, but notice I'm looking in the direction of the arm I'm trapping, so that way the guy gets not punch me in the face. Okay? Because you need your face for stuff. So now I'm gonna look out. I'm gonna do my big whoop. Now I'm ready to defend myself. If you guys are more advanced, you can work on posture. For those guys who are maybe like senior gray belts and above, you can always do your guard pass right away. But for my juniors, what you can do is just stand up. And now you're out of the position. Okay? So, one more time, we're in base. Now I'm gonna reach up. I bite. Now I'm gonna bite the leg. Big foot. So bite and bite. That's the direction I'm gonna oop. I'm gonna look. Big oop to the top. Now I'm on the top position. That was perfect. Okay, so now, come here, bear drills. Okay, so now we're gonna combine the two moves together. So the first thing we have to do is our hip bridge to defend the punches. We give the bad guy a hug. Okay, once we give the bad guy a hug, then we're gonna trap the arm, trap the leg, and then oop it to the top. So it's simple, just not easy. So I'm gonna show you once without bear drills, and then we're gonna do it with bear drills. Okay? So here, level 10 focus position, my head's on that. I'm gonna hip bridge. When the bad guy tries to hit me, I hug them. When I hug them, I wanna keep my head tight. Notice my hips are still up. Now I bite the arm, bite the leg. I look off center line, big oopa, and then come to the top. That's the whole move. It's that simple. Okay, so we're just putting the moves together. I'm gonna go a little slower. So, level 10 focus position, make sure you're ready. Now, we're gonna do our big hip bridge, then give the bad guy a hug. Staying tight, keeping our head tight, keep our hips off the ground. Now we're gonna reach up, bite the arm, bite the leg. Move my head off center line, now big bridge, and then come over to the top. Okay? Now, with bear drills here, I know he's the best partner. Okay, so we have bear drills. He's gonna beat me up. He's gonna take my lunch money. Oh no, big bridge. Give bear drills a hug. Okay, now after I give him a hug, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. If you feel like you can't reach the arm, you're gonna grab their shoulders and you slide up. And that's gonna help you slide up so you can trap the arm. So bite, bite. So I have bite, bite. Now this is the direction I'm gonna go. Big oopa. Now I'm on top. That's what we're looking for. Okay? So that is our move of the day. So 1, 2, 3, level 10 focus. So everything goes back to focus. So if you're not paying attention to the video here, because I can't check you, so you have to be self-disciplined, okay, my little cobra's over here, and make sure you're paying attention to the video, okay? Now, what's great about this, unlike in regular class, is that this video will be available tomorrow for you to re-watch and practice on your own, okay? So make sure that you're practicing, because practice makes habit. We want good habits, not bad ones. This is very important. So we're gonna review, I'm gonna review everything we already did today, so that way everyone doesn't forget anything. So the first thing we did was our crawling as part of our warm-up. This seems simple, but it's very important. So we did forward, backwards, side to side. Then we did our stretches, our cat stretch, which is just like the mount position, which is very important. We also did our solo drills. These are available. The solo drills are available in my solo drills video, which is on Vimeo, which I will link in the video tomorrow. We had our hip bridge, which is, okay, let's do some hip bridges just to review. Then we did our oopas. Then we did our oopas to the top. So we had 3 solo drills. Now, the next thing we have is our partner drills. Now, our partner drills you can do with your parent at home, or if your sibling, your brother or sister also trains jiu-jitsu, We do not do it to our siblings. This is not to pick on people. This is to defend ourselves. So we don't use our jiu-jitsu against our brother and sister. Only if they also train jiu-jitsu and your parents are watching. Hopefully everyone understands it. So our partner drills, we're maintaining the mount position. Okay? And then if you don't have a partner, you can just get like an oversized teddy bear, like bear drills here, and use that. We have our partner. So our partner drill, first one was base, just making sure we can hold the bad guy down. The next one is we hook the head, base. Hook the head, base. Hook the head, base. Hook the head, base. Okay? Then the last thing we did was the move of the day. Now, what was the name of the move of the day? Mounted punch block defense. So it's mounted punch defense. This is if the bad guy is on top of you now and he's trying to hit you. Remember, the steps are pretty simple. First thing we have to do is defend the punches. And we have to do that by staying in our level 10 focused position. So, remember, when we hit bridge, give the bad guy a hug. We're going to slide up the bad guy's shoulders, bite the arm, bite the leg, and then upa to the top. And that was all the different things that we did today. So now, if you would like, you can turn this into a game with your parents at home. And the best way to do it, so if you are a parent that is watching with your child, this is a great way for you to teach them how to be heavy in the mount position. One of my dear friends, Dennis Barong, he's a 3rd degree black belt, and he does this all the time with his daughter back at home, and it's a great way to practice because remember, you don't want to be hold the bad guy down, you just want to hang on the bad guy. So the goal is not to hold your parent or your down. The whole idea is just to hang on them. So we're in mount. What I want you to do with your parent is they're just going to try to buck you off a little bit. And all you're going to do is kind of hang. So they bridge, move. Bridge, base. Bridge, base. Okay? Just kind of staying on them as much. So like a wet blanket. And so I call this game wet blanket because you want to just kind of be like a wet blanket and hang on your parent. And this is kind of fun. And if you want, you can even have a little discipline for it. So if you fall off, you owe me 5 push-ups, just to make sure you're staying heavy in that mount position. And if the person starts to turn, you just let them. You let them turn. Then for those of you who are more advanced, you can take the back or anything you want to do. But the big thing is you just want to hang on your parent. And that's a great thing that you can get involved for my parents out there, involved in your child's jiu-jitsu. Just kind of helping them out. You're not really trying to throw them off. You're just trying to give them enough resistance so they have to base. Okay, so that's something that you can play at home with your parents. And you just, like you said, most of these kids' jiu-jitsu classes are only going to run a half an hour to 45 minutes a day, about once a week. So it's really, really easy, great stuff that you guys can reference on your own. The classes are going to be typically shorter than they usually are because I don't have to wrangle the kids in for attention. Hopefully you guys are giving me level 10 focus at home because I can't check you guys. For also instructors out there, if you're just watching me run a class, these are great drills that you can do when you get back into teaching kids or just parents if you just want to work with your kids at home. All of this is very useful. So real quick, I apologize for there not being a comment section today because I said it was only for kids. And so because of that, YouTube forces everybody to not have a comment section. So next time there will be one. So if anyone has any questions, they can kind of ask as we go. So I apologize for that. The big thing is that for my kids, you have homework. And your homework, your jiu-jitsu homework, is the solo drills. So it's your hip bridges, your upa, and your upa to the top. That's your homework because that's something you can practice without your parent, without your partner, without your sibling, without your dog. I don't know who you practice with. You don't need them. So that's something you should practice on your own. The second thing I want you guys to think about, okay, is if you need extra practice, I have the solo drill videos on Vimeo. Okay, I will link them in the description for tomorrow because this will be saved. This class will be saved, so you can review it tomorrow and then review it for your own reference. So I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to take the kids' jiu-jitsu class. It was a lot of fun for me. Hopefully it was a lot of fun for you. I had a great time. I will give you guys all virtual high fives, so just a couple. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe, and then please share the channel. So if you know other kids who are in your jiu-jitsu class, regardless of where you are, please share the video. I'm doing this every Monday at 6 o'clock, the kids' jiu-jitsu class. So please share it with other people and say, hey, this is a great kids' jiu-jitsu class. It's a great way to get back into it. Second thing, if you would like to support the channel, you can become a patron on Patreon. You can pledge $1, $5, or $10, and you get special stuff with all those privileges. And I will give detailed notes of everything we did today for my patrons and Patreon. So if you like the detailed notes for every YouTube live class I do, please become a patron. Okay. Third thing, the solo drills. Okay. You can purchase those on Vimeo, and that just has all my different foundational solo drills, which are great for parents, they're great for adults, they're great for kids, they're great for everybody. So that's pretty much everything. If you're not following me, I'm on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram at DeBruyckerland. So please follow, like, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you guys so much for an awesome jiu-jitsu class.